everybody, welcome to a new series on the channel, and the Youth Academy Challenge is back, and this one is going to hold a very special place in my heart. Hopefully we can get this done and completed before FM25. Let's dive into it. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the save, and this is our terrible manager who is taking over Folkestone Invicta. Come on, the homegrown team, my home team. This is the place I was born and raised, Folkestone. I go back every year, at least once a year, from Singapore, and we are doing the Homegrown Youth Academy Challenge with them, and it is going to be painful to start. Very, very painful. I can't wait for this. This is going to be brilliant. It only took 2 simulations of like holidaying a year for Folkestone to actually get promoted, which is incredible because they're not that close to it in real life. But yeah, really, really happy to get this going. The Youth Academy Challenge is back. Obviously, the last one that we did was with Toledo at the beginning of FM24, and we successfully completed it. Champions League, La Liga was all won. Obviously, the Champions League is the thing you've got to win. We did that. We're back in England because in FM23, we didn't complete it with Guiseley. We got to 2 Champions League finals and lost them both. So we are here with Folkestone, and I had to start on this screen because our manager is absolutely dreadful. We've got maximum. It's definitely not maximum. We've got 4 in mental and 3 in determination, and everything else is 1 and 2. So we'll be keeping an eye to see how we go with that. Right, the squad is awful, and what makes it worse? There are no under 18 players. We are in a world of pain. We are in a world of pain because the youth intake stuff has happened and we haven't got anyone in. We can't sign people. So this is our squad. 2 goalkeepers, 2 right backs, 2 left backs, a few people that can play central midfield, 3 central midfielders, a host of people that can play winger or striker. We're going to see how it goes. Chris Sessegnon, I wouldn't normally want to keep, but given that we don't really have anybody, this is how new the game is, by the way, it's offering me advice. We don't have anybody to play these other positions. We sort of need to keep everybody around. So nobody is going to be surplus to requirements. Thank you. That is not a thing that exists in this Folkestone team. We will enter contract negotiations, and he wants to be a squad player. He wants to be vice captain. Absolutely not. Squad player. Everyone's a squad player. £200 a week, 1 year deal. But £200 a week. Come on, £200 a week, part-time deal. It's unfortunately what we're going to have to get everybody to agree to. You will be our star player because we don't have another goalkeeper. We can only afford that, so I'm going to have to lock that in. This could be an issue, couldn't it? Let's whack that loyalty bonus up to £2,000, and he says no. Brilliant. So if someone nicks Kyle Mackenzie-Lyle, we then have to play a greyed-out goalkeeper in goal, who at the moment is this guy. This is why I think this will be my toughest challenge on Football Manager. Surviving the first season with Folkestone Invicta, not being able to sign people, is probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do. This is going to be very, very difficult. We have to get people just agreeing to whatever they want, basically, because we have to keep people in this team, and it's probably then going to put us into bankruptcy. We've just done Ian Gale. MJ Kedman, which is a great name. Yeah, why not? Star player. Everyone's going to play. We can't afford that. We cannot afford. The only thing I will say is, have they given me a transfer budget? Yes, but not very much. So whack that all into wage. Doesn't mean we can increase anything. Yep, you can get £2,000. No, don't. No, not interested in that. Joseph Throp. Yeah. Yeah, squad player, mate. Absolutely squad player. £55. Oh, that's better. Why can't everyone just negotiate to £55 a week? Kane Penn. Yeah, you need a contract. Important player. Yeah, why not? Important player. Yeah. Superb. £350 a week. Yep. I'm not even going to try and upset the apple cart here. Everybody just needs to have a contract so that we can just have a squad. So you'll notice the only thing I'm getting rid of is promises because... Oh, God. AD Cole, right? You're half decent, I think, for this sort of level. You got a little bit of pace about you and a good first touch. So we sort of do a fringe player. Yes, AD, come on. Non-contract. Nope, that means someone can take you at any time. How about a part-time deal? And we'll give you. I want to lock in part-time, and we'll get rid of that appearance fee thing. I don't know why that can't be. £20 a week. That's better than a non-contract zero. Unbelievable. Louis Collins. Yeah, come on. Enter contract negotiations. Important player. Why not? Suggest. Yeah, lovely. Oh, why does everyone want so much bloody money? No, I can't pay you that. I can't pay you that. I can't pay you that. There we go. Right, maybe that's the deal. Maybe we don't lock it in as a sort of locked-in cost that they have to agree. Whoa, what? Come out of that. Go away. Non-contract. Yeah, you're a playing staff, so that's fine. You're also a coach, if I remember rightly. Yes. And a pretty rubbish one, but we'll take it. So, we're trying to get contracts sorted for everybody because the squad is rubbish, right? The squad is absolutely terrible. We need youth academies to come in, youth academy products to come in. That's not going to happen until the end of this first season. This first season is purely survival. And that is harder when we don't have any money. We've got 100 grand in the bank. We have wage budget, which we're probably just about to max out because of the contracts that I've just offered. So we are in quite a tough position. We have no youth candidates, no under 18s, nobody out on loan. Nobody at all in our system is here to help us. This is the squad we have. What I love the most is that we don't even know anything about our own players' ability and potential. Why is that, do you ask? Well, we have no staff. We have absolutely no staff. So what we're doing in today's episode is going to try and find an assistant manager and see who the best assistant manager is that we can get. And all I want them to be good at is man management and potentially have high determination, and that is it. So let's go out there. We'll do a staff search. Let's go for we don't have any money, so they're going to have to be unemployed, which is always a better start, isn't it, when you're looking for an assistant manager who's unemployed. And then we'll go attributes, and we're going to go determination and man management, because that is the things. People management is the things I want. We're going to go bold. We'll start with 10s. Loads of people. Are they actually interested? Doesn't say, because I don't have an assistant manager that's going to whittle that down. Right, world rep. A 3-star. Steve Round is 100% not going to want to move to Folkestone and Victor. Right, let's... Okay, I can't put interested on because I don't have an assistant manager to filter out the people that aren't interested. So I think we're going to have to go sort of like bottom of the barrel. Like Scott Wagstaff. If we could get in... I can't sign him as a player. What an idiot. I can't sign him as a player. I was going to say, if we can get a player coach, that would be great. I mean, look, this guy's had 70 caps for Belgium. Lorenzo Stalins. 70 caps for Belgium. Doesn't want to be an assistant manager. Brilliant. 148 caps for Paraguay. Doesn't want to move to Folkestone. Brilliant. So, okay, I think I'm aiming far too high. Let's go with 5s in both of these. See who we have at the bottom. Look for a good personality, basically. I mean, Danny Nichols. We could have, like, the Nichols partnership. He is awful, though. I mean, he's got 5s in the things that we want. Is there anyone else with caps down here? 50 caps, Northern Ireland. James Quinn. Sol Bamba was there. Hello. Sol Bamba. Nope, not at all interested. Ben Foster. Oh my God, Ben Foster wants to be our assistant manager. Yes. Yes, Benny boy. Yes, Ben Foster. Come on. It's someone that I've heard of coming in who has had 8 caps for England. Resolute personality as well, which is really good. Charlie Lee. Are you happy to be a coach? You are happy to be a coach, Charlie Lee. And you want to be a coach? Yeah, come on. There we go. Right, Charlie Lee, because he's got a perfectionist personality, will be very, very helpful. We're allowed 2 coaches. Wow. Okay, so that was a general coach. I'm sort of going to prioritise a goalkeeping coach or a fitness coach. No, a fitness coach. I think a fitness coach makes sense. We want our fitness coach to be pretty determined. And let's go to the bottom. Professional, determined, balanced, professional. Professional, realist, fully professional. So we have Favour Okranokwo, which is a great name. We have Alex Lussey. In fact, we're going for a fitness coach. I just want them to be really good at coaching fitness. Let's be honest. Fitness, 15. They're all going to be far too good. Let's go down to 10. See if we can have the fittest team in this division. Fairly determined, fairly professional. Daniel Nisbet. Yep. Nope. Oh. And this is the pain, right? This is the pain. He was a half a star person. John Lucas, 1-star person. No, not interested. Wants to be a head of sports science. Adam Simpson. You are a good fitness coach. You are the bottom of the barrel. Non-contract is fine for coaches. That's fine. Right, that will be our 2 coaching staffs and an assistant manager. Now we need a head of youth development. Unbelievably, quite crucial in terms of a youth academy only save. So I'm not actually fussed about attributes at the moment. What I'm looking for is we're basically going to, let's put everyone with the worst world reputation at the top. Fairly professional. We're looking for, in fact, the better way to do this would be, let's go personality. Is model professional. Oh, they're all 1.5 stars. Gary Brazil. Like, he's not going to want to move, is he? God, half unambitious, mercenary, fickle, light-hearted, spirited, fairly professional, fairly loyal, sporting. Right, so we're probably looking at like resolute. No, they're too known in the world. We've got unambitious. Yeah, let's go back to sorting by world rep. Put the crap ones at the top and see what we've got. Fairly professional, balanced, fairly professional, sporting, fairly ambitious, fully professional. Jordan Orford, we'll try you because you're a new gen. Yes, okay, right. Coaching, head of youth development. Lock that in. You're not allowed to change that. You want a little bit more money. £300 a week? Yes. Okay, Jordan Orford is going to be the player that is going to bring through our next generation if he agrees to signing. Working with youngsters 15. That's awesome. And he's got a professional personality. So hopefully he brings through a group of players that are at least professional in what they're going to do in training and work hard. Not fussed about performance analyst at the moment. Not fussed about you then. Can't have a set piece coach. So we're going out there. We then need scouts, doesn't matter. Chief scout doesn't matter. Loan manager, don't need any of that yet. We need a physio and a head physio. Right, let's go and get a physio and a head physio. These, by the way, staff like this is all very important when you're setting up a youth academy only save. It's something that you really need to be on top of. So, like, we've got such a small squad, we need to make sure that in terms of keeping them fit and healthy, that we get some decent people in. So physiotherapy, I mean, there is half a stars here with, and he's resolute. Dave Singleton. Oh my God, I was going to say, you are far too good to be with us. Lewis Nicholson, 19 physiotherapy. Still, he doesn't want to be a head physio. Unbelievable. Right, let's get that down to 10. So, 54-year-old Andy Cook, 12 physiotherapy. Yes, you can come in as a part-time physio. Lovely. Fairly professional. Dave Lawson, 14 physiotherapy. You can come in as our head physio. Come on, you know you want to. Yes, he does. Right, so that is all of our staff done. We can't really sign anyone. So this was sort of the introductory. If you're not familiar with the Youth Academy save, you're not allowed to sign anyone. You're not allowed to loan anyone. If you sell a player and you get offered him back on loan, you've got to say no. If for some reason you do get players signed for you and loaned from the director of football, you're not allowed to play them, but you are allowed to sell them. Generally, it is what it says on the tin. You have to use the youth academy of the club to bring players through to get all the way from the Vanarama National League South to winning the Champions League, in our case. It's going to be difficult. We did it with Guiseley, but Guiseley got promoted in FM23. When Guiseley got promoted, they had quite a good squad. Folkestone Invictus squad is absolutely woeful for the level that you're playing at in the Vanarama National League South. So this is going to be tough. This is going to be hard. We're going to have to utilise our training to try and keep everybody fit and healthy and get through all of this as best we can. Obviously, only part-time training as well. We do have a couple of half-decent players in here. I mean, Kai Mackenzie-Lyle isn't that bad of a goalkeeper. Good jumping reach, good strength, good aerial reach. Agility's a bit poor, but 6'7" will do a decent job. He's been capped 17 times for Guyana. So my worry is that he's then going to be capped by them again, and we're not going to have a goalkeeper when he's on international duty. Has previously been at Liverpool, Barnet, Cambridge, so comes with good sort of background ability. Elliot Moore at right back, again, nice and tall, good crossing, not too bad. Has played for Gillingham previously, was on loan at Deal, did well for them, but that is such a poor level of football, the Southern Counties East Prem. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so he's been picked up on a free from Gillingham. We've got Callum Davies, probably the club captain, I'd imagine, this year. Obviously, contract is expired, or maybe is expiring soon. Hopefully these people don't leave. Big jumping reach. Probably be our man from corners, hopefully. Used to play for Maidstone. Dover and Gillingham was his highest level as well. So, again, some local southeast ability. Will Dempsey is in there. Left wing back, left back. 5'5", good pace, but lacks a little bit of everything else. Again, used to play for Gillingham. Picked up on a free by Folkestone. Chris Sessignon, who we've sort of already looked at, but we're trying to get him a new contract. Everyone's pretty poor technically and mentally, but physically there is some standout stuff in there that we can utilise. We have Ian Gale is another one that can play right-sided at the back or centre-back or holding midfield. Again, physical is a little bit better, not the best. Has played for Eastbourne Borough at the sort of National League South level. Had a little stint in League 2 with Dagenham and Redbridge, but other than that, there's not too much really to write home about from Ian Gale's career. MJ Kedman from Trinidad and Tobago has had 8 caps for Trinidad. They used to play for Havant and Waterlooville. Lots of pace, so we'll be trying to utilise him on the counter-attack a little bit. Havant and Waterlooville, he's had time in Denmark, Iceland, back at Dartford, Iceland again, Greece, Spain, out in Belgium, started at Sheffield United, so came through a pretty decent youth academy. Joseph Thorpe is a youngster, 19 years old. Good physically, he's very bad technically, but we shall see. He's actually wanted by Havant and Waterlooville. Came through at Sutton. Folkestone have picked him up. I think that would have been at the start of this save. So 33 appearances in the first season, 6.46. So played a lot, didn't really help them that much. Kai Alsop. Kai Alsop, I think, has been here a while, if I remember. Oh no, signed from Slough recently. 33 appearances. How did they get promoted? They'd got 2 central midfielders that were absolutely bollocks for them last year. Kane Penn, he's slightly annoyed at stuff. Playing time's been changed from being a regular first-team player. He's now a fringe player, apparently. Came through at Hastings, came through. At least he's a central midfielder that's actually done something for the club. Andre Coker, again, a little bit of pace, good little bit of dribbling. He is from Sierra Leone. Comes through from Crystal Palace. Maidstone, Dartford, Cray, Bromley, Kingstonian, Enfield, and has now popped up at Folkestone. So Andre Coker is there. A.D. Cole, we've sort of looked at. I think we'll get quite a lot out of him just because of his physical attributes. Used to play for Margate. Before that, came through at Blackpool. Had a little bit of time around, sort of settled in the southeast sort of area in the UK. Louis Collins, attack and field right and striker. Again, good dribbling, good heading, good off the ball, decent-ish pace. Used to play for Eastbourne Borough, came through at Scunthorpe, had a little bit of time at Dover, so enjoying time around the southeast. Ira Jackson Jr., probably the best player Folkestone may have ever had in recent times, I would suggest. If we look at his history, he went to Grimsby. Folkestone sold him to Grimsby in League 2, where he did play quite a few games and scored 3. Didn't last very long there. Went to Wealdstone, actually scored 4 for them. Came back to Folkestone and had a very good season last year. So we'll be looking to utilise him as probably a lone striker, to be honest. Again, a bit of time at Dover, Ashford, all these Margate, all these teams around the southeast. But Folkestone did very well for him. Sold him up after 21 goals in 32 games to League 2 at Grimsby, and didn't do too bad. And then Tom Derry, the player coach who we've sort of already looked at, used to be at Bishop Stortford. He's had a pretty successful career around the southeast, I would say. You know, came through at Charlton, also played for Gillingham, and then sort of bounce around the sort of London southeast area, playing for a host of teams at this sort of level. So we are hoping that he can at least offer us something now that we've got back up, because God, do we need something from anybody. I don't think he's actually officially a coach yet. No, he's not. But we shall see. So, it hasn't taken long. That is the squad. That is the whole squad for the whole of the year. Now, I do need your input into what you want to see this series do. Do we just play through the whole series and then I don't do a video like... I was trying to do a video every day, right, in the previous series. I think this one will be such long term that we need to get through the seasons quicker. So I could just come back for the first few seasons and do like highlights packages of big meaningful events. Maybe this first season we come back for a few more games because we've got to get to know the squad and witness the struggle. But let me know your thoughts down below. Do you want to see more videos for the first few seasons or less videos? Or let me know a sort of ratio that you think you would enjoy for this Youth Academy save. But we are back. We are taking on the Youth Academy Challenge again. I've had this idea in my head for quite a while that I'd like to come back to it. I was torn between doing it with Folkestone or between doing it in Japan, and I've gone with Folkestone. So maybe in FM25 we'll do one in Japan with a club in Japan. But this is what we are up against. If we have a look at the season preview just before we finish this, they think we're going to finish 15th. They actually think we've got a good enough squad right now to finish 15th in this table, playing a 4-4-2, which is something I'm not against, to be honest. But yeah, they predict us to be nice and safe in mid-table, which I'm very surprised about. Like, I wouldn't expect Dulwich Hamlet, for example, to be that low. I'd expect us to be with them in that sort of area. But Averley probably did get promoted. Well, they were 8th last year with 70 points, so I don't know why they're down there. Welling finished 10th last year. Dulwich Hamlet got promoted. Farnborough finished 9th. Worthing. I think basically it's suggesting everybody's so close that it doesn't really matter. But we are going to have a bit of a rivalry against Maidstone, so that's a game to watch out for in there. Obviously, Dover aren't in this league at the moment, but that would be our biggest rivalry. There's not... I mean, Dover and Margate is what it suggests as other rivalries. Local rivalries would be like Dover. I'd say that's not fierce. Maybe it's a proper derby, but not too sure. But yeah, we've got a world of pain to come in front of us. Folkestone in real life have actually got rich owners in terms of the league they're in, but I don't think that's in this game yet. I'm not too sure that is in this game. If I go and have a look at general... You can see here we've got a local reputation, fairly professional squad, which is good. I've put the kits in the game, which I'm happy with. They've sort of had a bit of a meteoric rise. Well, not really. They've been bumbling around the lower Division 8 and lower Division 7, and now they've just got promoted right from the Bostock League Premier Division going up. So we'll see how it goes. Media prediction is 19th. I wonder if we look at... Can we look at staff and look at... Is it all where you can see your... Chairperson is Tom Robson. I'm going to do a quick Google and see if that's been updated. Yeah, okay, that hasn't been updated. So, because the new one is actually Josh Healy, who is part of the Alkaline Group, who are the sponsors of Folkestone Victor. If we go back to the... where am I going? This one here, the club homepage. The Folkestone, that sponsor there is Alkaline. They're quite a wealthy family from the area of Folkestone and have taken over the club. So, yeah. This will be really interesting. I'm really hoping that it's not a one season and done. And if it is, then I need to come up with another idea to get us through to FM25. But we shall see. Facilities-wise, we're in a pretty terrible place. We've got a 4,000 capacity stadium with 336 of it being seated. Folkestone's history is that they did actually go extinct, and then a local club was brought back up, and then they moved back into this stadium as they got through the divisions. But yeah, everything's very basic. There's no sponsorship. There is actually sponsorship in real life, but it's not going to bring in lots of money. It is in a pretty poor condition. There's no fancy things about it. This is basically starting from the bottom as much as we can to take my local club to the Champions League final and hopefully win it. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. I'm glad the Youth Academy Challenge is back. I'll probably play through a little bit of this first season and come back with an interesting game or something like that, just so that I can get some feedback. But there won't be videos every day with this. This will be a series that just sort of bubbles along when I can play in big long stints and then record a video and hopefully bring a highlights package and big news package and things like that. But for now, everybody cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross your legs, cross your arms, that nobody comes and poaches Kyle Mackenzie-Lyle, because we desperately need him to stay as our goalkeeper. That is the main point of this episode. Everybody make sure that Kyle Mackenzie-Lyle I don't know. We'll keep negotiating with him. Hopefully tie him down to a contract. He's not got any interest in him at the moment, but a couple of good performances and that could all change. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. The Youth Academy Challenge is back. I'll see you in the next video in the very near future, I'm sure. Cheers.